automatically.
Now, this is a powerful outboard motor that our engineers have especially set up in our studio in order to make possible this live demonstration. We've attached my Timex directly to the propeller blade, as you see here. Now we'll submerge it in the tank. And all right, let's go. Now, just imagine, the Timex watch on that propeller, let's lift her out, has been slashed through the water on that blade to the tune of 4,500 revolutions per minute. What a test for a waterproof, shock-resistant watch. It was such a test that it threw the watch off in the tank, and I'm very sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, because we had it all arranged so you would get a picture of that sweep hand still working, as it did perfectly during numerous rehearsals here tonight, I assure you.
Yes, Old Gold, the cigarette with nearly 200 years of tobacco know-how behind it. Made by tobacco men, not medicine men. Smoother, milder, tastier, Old Gold cigarette.
Cigarette makers were among the biggest advertisers on television.
This is Marlboro country.
And an entire generation of viewers grew up to the macho appeal of the Marlboro man.
You've come a long way, baby, to get where you got to today.
And learned that women had come a long way, baby, somehow by smoking Virginia Slims. In the early 1970s, after the government officially announced that smoking might not be too good for you, cigarette commercials were banned from television.
When the world's upside down, it's good to remember that where there's a bottom, there must be a top.
By the 1980s, a wave of commercials caused much public concern because of their blatant emphasis on sex.
We're doing a 7-Up commercial. It was the takeoff in all the desert films that have ever been produced.
The cost of making a major national commercial can now run into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially with the current trend of using high-priced celebrities as salesmen. And the cost of running a 30-second spot on the highest-rated special programs can approach $250,000.
I'd like to have you stand up behind the sand dune, which is the bench, and proceed to give us a reading. Anytime you're ready, Foster.
Thank you. I say, sir, do you think we can make it?
Got to make it, Bosworth. We got him on the run. We can't let up now.
Do you think we can make it, sir?
We have to make it, Bosworth. We've got him on the run. Can't let up now. We have to make it, Bosworth. We've got him on the run.
We have to make it, Bosworth. We've got him on the run. We can't let up now.
We have to make it, Bosworth. We've got him on the run. We can't let up now.
We have to make it, Bosworth. We've got them on the run. We can't let up now.
We have to make it, Bosworth. We've got them on the run. We can't let up now. Have to make it, Bosworth. We have to make it, Bosworth.
You think we can make it, sir?
Make it? We have to make it, Bosworth. We've got them on the run. We can't let up now.
Sometimes I wonder, sir, if it's really quite all worth it.
I'm surprised at you, Bosworth. The odds have never bothered you before.
Well, I know, sir.
Oh, sure, we're outnumbered, but that's why we have to keep on going, to make sure the light shining over the dark doesn't flicker out.
Looks like they're ready, sir.
Carry on.
The best of them could be as slick and well-produced as anything being done in the field of audiovisual entertainment.
He's the working man, forging dreams with fire, building, moving mountains, always reaching higher. He's the wheels that move a nation, the stitching in the seams. He holds it all together. He wears Levi's jeans, 'cause he knows we still build the Levi's jeans that helped build America.
Mamma mia, that's some species. Cut spicy meatballs, Jack. Sorry.
Take 28.
Out, Tony, and action.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
Cut. What was the matter with that? The accent. Cut. Cut. Measy, micey, ballsy, ballsy. Cut.
Take 59.
And action. Jack.
Sometimes you eat more than you should. And when it's spicy besides, Mamma Mia, do you need Alka-Seltzer? Alka-Seltzer can help unstuff you, relieve the acid indigestion, and help make you your old self again.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
Cut. Okay. Let's break for lunch.
But even the best of those big-time commercials are rarely as much fun to watch as the $2,000 homemade spots done by thousands of local merchants across the country. In an age when camp is in, many of these commercials are so bad they're good.
Say, Roscoe, you heard about the Hog Wild sale at Gravely and Buchanan?
The Hog Wild sale?
Yeah, Gravely and Buchanan's offering big savings on Kubota tractors. You know, Kubota makes the diesel tractor that's hungry for work but doesn't gobble up a lot of fuel. And get this, with each tractor purchased during the sale, Gravely and Buchanan's throwing in a free hog.
A free hog? Oh, brother.
Could be. Have you seen him around lately?
Don't miss the Hog Wild sale at Gravely Tractor in Buchanan.
Hey, Evelyn, have you seen Ralph around?
This is the Easter Bunny, and you got to get your loved ones a record album or a guitar or a big amplifier, something very expensive for Easter. I am the real Easter Bunny, and just by some sort of coincidence, we have an inventory sale at the same time. I am the Easter Bunny. If you don't believe me, take a peek now. Hop, hop, hop. I mean, you know, I'm the real Easter Bunny. House of Guitars inventory sale at Easter time. I'm the real Easter Bunny, and we're open till 9 at night. Hop, 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 hop.
Captain Pete here for Recreational Warehouse's after Thanksgiving sale. Save on this $1,200 installed fireplace package for just $579, or do it yourself for $369. Save on wood-burning stoves, $200 Ben Franklin's, $99. $300 power stoves, just $149. Box heaters, $50. No money down and no payments till $79 during this one-shot special. Hurry to Recreational Warehouse and save!
Now, I can put you into this little beauty, coontail and all. No extra charge for that. For nothing down and monthly payments lower than a horse thief in church. And that's pretty low. You get it, folks? Well, I'm telling you, friends and neighbors, that you couldn't beat this deal, even if you tried. It's a buy of a lifetime. And then your lifetime is the time when you're most likely to enjoy the car. And it's priced to sell. That makes sense. I'm sure even the slow ones among you can comprehend that. And it's a real steal. Not a phony steal, but a real steal. And it's only had one owner, a little old lady who only used the car to drive her cockatoo to the proctologist.
If you gotta go on to Crash Brothers soon.
Go to Crash Brothers, 937 South Street, store of the star.
Whether slick or schlock, commercials have a major effect on American life. There are some 125 million TV sets in the nation, and less than 2% of all households are without at least one. And to reach this incredible marketplace, TV advertisers are now spending over $11 billion a year for commercial time. Among many groups, there is special concern on what effect this massive advertising has on American children. By 1980, the typical American high school graduate had spent 11,000 hours in school and 15,000 hours in front of a TV set. During that time, the youngster saw an estimated 350,000 commercials. There is no doubt that the concerns are valid. But there is also no doubt that today's advertisements have come a long, long way in terms of honesty and responsibility from those that bombarded our great-grandparents a century ago. The question is, have we come far enough? There might be some tendency to scoff at the influence of all those ads and billboards and commercials and posters that assault our senses at every turn. They're so common, we might think that we don't even notice them. But in 1980, The advertising industry didn't spend $54,750 million just to be ignored. That's about 40% of the 1980 Defense Department budget. And folks who spend that kind of bucks just don't fail to leave their mark on our national conscience. As advertising enters the decade of the 80s, its destinies are still being guided by the New York-based companies grouped together under the somewhat inaccurate title of Madison Avenue. As we've seen, advertising at its worst can be misleading or even downright dangerous. At the very least, bad advertising is annoying nonsense that must somehow be endured. But at its best, advertising is a creative art form, and one that develops styles and techniques that are eagerly copied by the most famous movie and TV directors. Unlike the famous directors, the innovators at places like this, the Ted Bates Agency in New York, are skilled professionals whose names rarely become household words. And yet their talents are seen by hundreds of millions of people every day of the year. And this is where all that creative magic that we see on our screen begins. A device called a storyboard. And starting right here on the storyboard, the whole message begins to come to life. Make no mistake about it, a good commercial is a lot more than art for art's sake. It provides a service that, at one time or another, we all need. It tells us what's playing at the movies or which market has the best price on zucchini. It tells us which airline has the best family fare to Hackensack or where we can find the tightest pair of blue jeans in all creation. And the best part of all is that painting sketches on a storyboard is so easy to do. Wish I could do this a lot slower, and the sketch would be a lot better, but I'm sort of hurrying along here because I'm not feeling so well today, and I can finish this and get home, get into bed.
We're not feeling well. Well, this is just the thing for you, Sonny. It'll cure anything but a broken heart or bankruptcy. Guaranteed. Well, that's how it's done. And as you may have guessed, it isn't very easy at all, and it's not very cheap either. Some people contend that the high cost of advertising adds considerable expense to the cost of our goods and services. Others believe that because it creates a mass market, advertising actually helps to keep prices down. It's one of those arguments that never seems to get settled. But our love-hate relationship with advertising concerns more than money. One of the major complaints is that advertising presents a distorted, funhouse mirror image of our lives. Maybe so. But somewhere in that reflection, there lies an undistorted kernel of the truth. Maybe that is what hurts the most. For Remember When, I'm Dick Cavett.
Remember when things were different then, but then all things change, somehow rearrange. That's why while we can